request management. This can be anything. So service request can be called as these two names as well. Okay. Okay. So before going to this, we should make sure that we are good at these three modules. Okay. So as I said, service now everything is a modules. Okay. So incident module, problem module, and change module. So now we are going to see the service request. Okay. So now, okay. So we all know about the incident would be raised when something's broken. Fix as soon as possible, raise incident. When it comes to problem, to identify the root cause of known error, we will raise a problem. Change request is introducing something to the organization level, buying a new laptop, buying a new computer, buying a new printer, buying a new software, anything, upgrading something which not in the organization, IT asset level. So to do that, we have to use change request. And when it comes to service request, this is like you should differentiate service and change request. Okay, sorry to receive a call. Okay, so the change request is something which the company does not have. So they are installing it, they are buying and they're installing it. So this is change request. Service request is which the company already have. The company has the IT team has a 10 Mac laptop, Apple laptop, Windows laptop, Android phones. IT team has a lot of assets. Okay, so consider now IT team has a 5 MacBook. Okay, so company has a 5 MacBook. Now the employee, the end users can raise a service request to get that MacBook. Okay, so now I can submit a request. I can say that I need a MacBook for some reason. Okay, so now the company has only 5 MacBook, but more than 10 plus employees has raised a request for that. See, I'm submitting that I want MacBook. All are submitting, but company has only 5, but 10 people has raised a request. So who they can give? Okay. So now whenever you raise a request, you should provide the business justification. Why you need a Mac? Can't you do this in the Windows or some other computers? Okay, so you have to provide the business justification. Now the service request is maintained by the team. Though you raise a request, the service request team will verify your request. If it is reasonable, genuine, then they will approve your request. And you, once it is approved, you will get a asset. After going through the request, after reading the request, if they feel that this is not a genuine reason and this project does not require a MacBook or Apple laptop, they can reject the claim. I mean, they will reject the request. You understood, right? Service request is to raise a end user is raising a request to get an asset that is available in the company. This is not available in the company, and this is raising by the support team. This is raised by the end user to ask the asset. It can be pen, pencil, note, printer, keyboard, mouse, laptop bag, can be headset, can be, and you can ask the item which is there in the company. Okay, so it's not like everyone raising in the everyone will get it. They have to give a business justification that I'm working this project. This project is basically processing of the animation object. Animation of to process the animation object, we need a 20 GB RAM. Not all laptop computer can process the animation object. If they process tonight, it may take 10 hours to process the animation object generation. I mean, if someone is good at the UX, the graphics designer, they might know this. Okay, so company has only 20 GB laptop or 2 or 3, but everyone will request for it. So the team, the service request team will analyze really the employee need this asset, or they can do it for other also. I mean, other configuration also. See, high configuration, they have only few laptop. But if you see the 8 GB RAM, 6 GB RAM, they have hundreds of laptop. But everyone will ask for the high configuration laptop. Okay, so though if everyone ask, the service request team at the end they can decide to give to him or not if it is genuine. Okay. Consider they have file a laptop that is a 20 GB RAM and 21 people has raised a request. So now they have only 20 laptop, but 21 people has raised it. So now what this team will do? This service request team will inform to change request team. I mean the support team. The support team will raise a change request to buy a new laptop. As I said, to buy anything new which is not in the company. Introducing a new computer to the company, introducing new laptop, new cable, new router, introducing anything to organization. This is the way to do that. Okay. Now IT team can support whatever they have, only these people can access. But what if the more demand comes? Everyone is keep on asking that I want a, 8 GB RAM. If they keep on asking where the company itself have very less. So now what they do, support team will raise a ticket. So due to demand for 8 GB RAM, so we need two more laptop for the company. So you should know when to raise this and when to raise this. This is to install or introduce a new asset to the company. Asset can be anything, right? Small, the pen itself is asset. Notebook, laptop bag, all are asset. Okay, so company cannot buy just like that. They have to raise a request. Stream approve only they'll get a fund to buy a laptop. So it's all should be the process. Okay, now you should differentiate all these four types of request. So service request is something that buy a item which company already has. The end user can get the items. It can be anything I say, right? External monitor also they'll give external keyboard and wireless mouse also there. Pen drive will be there. It can be anything. Okay, so what company already has. So they will list out. There is a portal. They will list out all the asset which company has. So the employee can go on order and they can place the order. Okay. And though you place the order, still the support team they can reject your claim stating that for this project this high configuration laptop is not required. So they can cancel, they can read. Okay, so they can cancel the request. So this is called a service request. Okay. So we can call a service catalog also. So how to do this is, but this is a little big module than another module. Okay, so these three are a simple one, but the service request is huge actually. It takes a week to complete the module, but other module are one day we can finish. This service is a little huge. Before going to service request, so what we are seeing is, okay, so what we are seeing, this is called backend. We can see that this is the ServiceNow developer backend. The ServiceNow has a front end. We call it as a portal. This portal, service portal page. Okay, so if you search service portal and service portal homepage, if you click, you come here. Okay, so we call this as a front end. Okay, so this is like the back end. The developer like you guys can go and access this and you can get an incident change problem. Okay, so this UI would be the straightforward. It's a black and white combination. And if you see, this is same URL /sp. This is called the service portal. If you see here, this looks like the normal web application. We have the menus, logo, search. Okay, so from here also we can create a incident, change, problem, anything can create. The only the look and feel will be different. Okay, so not everyone is technical folks where they can access the backend and create. Okay, so the many end user they are not good at a technical. So for them and all, we'll be sharing this link. So using this link, they'll be creating the incident change problem, whatever it is. Okay, so if you see here, under something. If I click order something, it shows the list of items available. Say under hardwares, mobiles, printer is there. You can see these are the catalog items. Okay, you can select. These are the items available in the company. You can get it for the project purpose and you can return back. Okay. Don't think it's showing the rate and you can buy it. Okay. This is within a company use. Okay. So now I want this. And you can choose which color you want. These are the color available. Within that you can choose. Okay. And these are the storage available. Within this we have to choose. Quantity is one. Click order now. This delivery time is 2 days. So click order now. Requested for is the system. I mean, I log as admin, so it shows admin. If not, you can select whom they want a asset. Submit. So I have submitted the request. So once you submit request, you will get a REQ number. The request number, but we call it a short as REQ. Okay. So copy this. Go back to you are in the front end now. See the look and feel. If you go, this is your back end. This is a black and white combination. This is called a global search. Okay. So paste the request number and enter. So this is the request we just created now. 10001. Okay. So now request is created. Under the request, there is a request item. Okay. So click this. So when you click the request item, will come to know what item you ordered, whom it is ordered, when it is ordered, and while filling the form, what and all he chose. Okay. So everything will come. So sometime there will be a task for a request. Okay. So it will be in this sequence. REQ, item, SC task. So the SC task is optional. Okay. So now we know we can, as an end user, we know how to order item. Go to service portal, order something. You can order any item which is available in the computer. Now the request is to create a new catalog item for a pen drive. Okay. We have, so that is a, see what is available, end user can access, but to introduce a new item into the service now, only developer can do that. The developer have access to create. Now as a developer, I'm going to backend. I'm going to clicking on there. I'll click maintain item. They'll ask in the interview how to create a catalog item is go to maintain item. Click new. So I'll be writing pen drive. And the catalog would be service catalog always. And the category is hardware category. With cables and adapter I'll put. Cables and adapter. Okay, so it will come under this table and adapters. Okay. So now this is the description. I'll save this. So my catalog item is created. Now I'm going to check it. Go to front end service portal, SP, reload this page. Here you can see that it came here. Okay. So now as a developer, I mean, now we know how to create a catalog item. Now if you see this item, they have a cable, the picture relevant to the catalog item. So if you come here, you have the picture. You can add the picture here by clicking this. I added a picture. Let's see which is going to come. So it came here. Okay. So now, if you see the description, you can give more about this. So you can provide us some more data, the description level. Okay. So this, I reload that. Few details. The detail came here. Okay. So picture also came. So this is fine. Now, pen drive is created. Now we have to let user to choose how many GB memory pen drive they want and what is the version they want. We have V2, V3, V4. There are certain types of version we have. So they have to choose because item has a lot of pen drives. Okay, let them fill. So now to enable end user to fill, we have to create a variables. See under the catalog item, we have called variables. So here you have to create a questions to get from the end user that what type of pen drive they want, what is the memory they want, all those things. Okay, so I'm going to create a pen drive. Okay, so what I do, so this is a new variable creation. Okay, here you can see what type of variable it is. So now I put a multi-level text. Okay, the question will be business justification. So when you type the question, it will automatically populate the name. Yeah. Okay. So it is one variable is created. I'll click submit. Now you have to see always left side where we are. Now we came to the catalog item form. Under the catalog item, we can see the one variable is created. If I reload it here, you can see that came here. And this is not mandatory. So what to do here itself? Okay, now. Okay, so now we'll ask other two more questions. What are the storages available? So I'll create a second variable. So this time the variable type would be the select box. Okay, select box is select the storage size. Okay, so select box. This time you have to save to stay on the same page. It is still on the variable page. Under that, you have to choose the choices. It is the drop down options. So you have to show, declare what are the options you want. I'm saying 16 GB. Submit. GB. Submit. $64 GB. Okay. So now the variable is created. Please select the size, and we have created the options for that. This is the drop-down options. It is not a free text, so they can provide 100, 300 or no. It is a predefined drop-down options. They have to choose within these options. Now, to go back to the catalog item view, in the variable itself, there is a catalog item, and it's a linking. Okay, this variable is linked to the catalog item. So if you click open record, it will go back to the catalog item form. Okay. So you can see here under the catalog item, we have two variables. So if I reload, now the data stream will come. Okay, here you can see three is available. They can choose any one. Okay. So now it shows three options. Okay, by loading the form itself, it is selecting any one among these three. Okay, but this is not correct. It should not select by its own. So what we have options called. I'll open a new tab, select box. Here in annotation, so I'm in a variable tab. So in the annotation, we have include none. So if you include none and reload here, the none will be included here. So the none is included. So now if there is no value, it automatically select this value. So now user has to choose what they want. Okay. So now this variable is always manually select the size mandatory. Okay. So similarly, we'll select a second variable, second catalog item variable. This is also select box type. So please select version. Okay. Enter the question, click outside, it automatically generates. Since it is select box, you have to declare the options. Okay. So let me choose the options. Let me see. It is B1. Then there is a versions. B1, the data transfer will be very slow. B2 will be very fast. B3, there are like 10 minutes. One option is created. See the V2. Now I'll go back to my catalog item. We are no backend. Okay. So in the backend view of catalog item instant pen drive, I have created three variables. Three questions, three variables can be anything. You can call this anything. If I reload the front end, that will reflect here. You can see here, right? please select the storage size. This is mandatory. This is justification, and then B1, B2. Okay, put it. Okay. Now the business justification should visible only if it is a version 2. Okay. So this business justification has to come the third place. Now it is coming in the second, right? 1, 2, 3. We can order the catalog item. How can I order is there is an order. Okay. So we can by clicking this control plus click it will open new tab. We can provide the order field 100 update. We can do that, or else this is a list view of variable. Okay. So here itself we can double click. You can double click and you can order. Okay. Order size will be 100, 200, always hundreds. Now you can see the first variable is please select the version. Second will be please select the storage. Third will be business justification. You can go and window service portal. Here you can see here. Okay. Okay. So first will be a version, second is storage, third is storage. And here you can see by default it is V1 is selected. So we have to set as a none by default version. So I'll control and click. Open. We have to include none. So this is now we are into the variable of the version. Under this, okay, yeah, under type specification, include none. That means this will include automatically none. Okay, reload the form. See, it's none is included. Now user has to choose which version they want. Okay, so now the last requirement is business justification is required when they choose 64 GB storage. If it is 16 and 32, this is not required. Anyone can order 16 32 GB without business justification. Okay. So now business justification should be visible only when users select this as 64. For that, we have to create a go to the catalog. You always come to catalog item view. And here, if you see the UI policy, you have to create a UI policy. Create a new UI policy, catalog UI policy. Okay. Here you have to say, you have to define what you are going to do. Receivable and mandatory business justification. Okay. So now this is new UI policy catalog, and here I'm choosing storage size is 64. I'll save this. Now catalog view policy is created. Now we have to create a policy action. So the action would be the business justification is visible true, mandatory true. Okay, if you see here, when the storage is 64, then only the business justification would be visible true and mandatory true. Okay, if I reload here, You will come to know. Okay, you can see only two variables here. I'm selecting the version V2. I'm selecting 16. Okay, business as is not visible. If I choose 64, you can see business justification is visible, plus it is a mandatory. You cannot submit the form without filling this. Okay, again, if you put 16, this is, it is not required. If it is they're ordering for low GB pen drive, no need to give more justification. You can take, they have hundreds of pen drive like this. When they request for more, I mean, for more storage, supporting me as a limited pen drive, they'll ask the justification. Okay. I'm working on a project that requires to store more data and transfer to marketing team. Okay, you have to give the justification why you need the 64 GP. Okay, click on order. So as we discussed earlier, whenever we submit a catalog item on the service portal, it will create a request, copy the request, go to the backend view, provide your enter request number, click enter. The request is created. Under the request REQ, REQ. Under REQ, R item is created. R item, request item short form is, you can see the request item. The short form is R item is created. So under this R item, SC task will get created. It is not it's created. Okay. So this is the process of catalog item.